crazy thing is, who is going to get named in the trial? That's going to be interesting to watch.
I mean, I don't think anything. There's not going to be any, like, you've seen all these programs, like the 60 Minutes and the little documentaries on her and everything else. Like, what else is going to come out? It is what it is. It's not like
I guess
there's got to be
only,
you know, there's not going to be any bombshells that are going to hit because it's all out there. Anyway, all you got to do is tell a story that's already being told to the jury and get the people to stand on the, you know, to get on the stand and say the same thing.
Do you know what the charges are against her? There's like a handful of charges, and there's only a couple of people accusing her of the procurement stuff. So I guess it doesn't really.
I don't know
have
what
to
the
be
actual
a full
charges. I'm sure Sean Atwood knows the charges. You know?
Yeah, there's only a handful of them, and it only involves a few victims.
Well,
Austin,
what's she charged with?
Can you pull up her charges?
I mean, it's probably conspiracy to, you know, to traffic minors, you know, or sex traffic minors, or I'm sure it's all conspiracy because there's only one girl that said she was in on it. Like she actually
brought him in as like a
right.
massage therapist.
She brought in her friends,
and she had sex with her too. Like there's only one girl that said she had sex with, was involved in the whole thing.
And they had Jeff Epstein's his housekeeper for 15 years would talk about how he found all the fucked up toys, like giant double-sided dildos, like laying around.
Here's what I don't understand. It's like you know what it reminds me of? It's like this guy Marcus Schrenker. It's like you're already rich. You're already a top tier individual. Like you're at the top of the pyramid.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. Bro?
Never
like
enough.
You have to do something even crazier. Now I have to have a 3-way dildo and with fucking 14-year-olds. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not enough.
Money is a magnifying glass. Just
then
makes you
then
more
you get
of
the power, and you just think you can get away with anything.
Right. Well, and the
then
first time he
get
did
away with it for a long time.
The first time he did, remember, he got charged in Florida, and he ended up getting what, like a
Nothing.
year? Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, and he did it in a cell where you basically just had to spend the night in the cell. You get to come and go as you want.
The new charges: sex trafficking,
conspiracy. Ooh, I was right. Nice.
Sex trafficking of a minor, so one minor.
Right. Involving minor victim -4.
Victim number 4, maybe victim
number
4.
That's like a John Doe name.
So there's 4 victims.
Was around 14 years old.
So
Interacted
here's
with
the other thing.
court
How
papers.
come how come it's all sketches? How come there's no photos?
Well, you're not allowed to have photos in federal prison or cameras. In federal court, you're not allowed to have video cameras or photos.
Why though?
I don't know.
Because like the Rittenhouse, I know it was a state thing, but the Rittenhouse thing was live streamed on fucking YouTube.
Well,
This one, there's not even a picture.
You can't.
Well,
you
the
understand?
trial's not going on yet.
You can't get a video.
Yes, it is.
It's on right now?
Yeah. You can't get a federal. You can't get a camera in a federal prison either. Like you cannot go in and take photos. You cannot have an actual video camera.
You can if you get like the warden to sign off on it.
Yeah, the warden won't. They never will. Trust me, I had American Greed. I had Dateline.
Really?
Like Dateline was able to video me in the U.S. Marshals custody, but not the Bureau of Prisons custody. They made a policy and they decided, and that's it. No.
Well, why wouldn't they? Like, why wouldn't they?
Okay, the reason for that is they were doing it up until it was like in the mid '80s when Barbara Walters did an interview or a special on, it was called, and they called it Club Fed. You heard the term Club Fed. That was the name of their episode for like 60 Minutes or 2020 or whatever it was. No, I think it was 60 Minutes, where they were talking about how, look, you've got these guys in a camp. They're playing tennis. They're playing golf. These guys are eating shrimp. These guys are eating lobster. And they were. It was amazing. Like, it was amazing. Like, going to federal prison was great. So
Sign me up.
she does this whole thing. And then it came out. They were like, these guys are being arrested. They're going here. They're eating lobster. They're getting to pick omelets and cheese and extra cheese and this. And then they go off and they play golf in the morning. They go back and get counted. Then they go play tennis for 2 hours. Then they come back. Then they have TVs in their cell. And they were like, hey, this is like being at Club. Is this like Club Med? Only they called it Club Fed. And so sure enough, boom, Bureau of Prisons bulldozed the.
No more, yeah. Made them look bad.
It made them look bad.
Yeah.
And they said no more cameras.
Yeah.
From here on out, if that's how the media is going to
Barbara.
portray us, boom, we're done. So yeah, thanks, Barbara.
Thanks, Barb.
Wow, that's so weird though. Like even the courtroom, like such a high-profile case like this.
So they're not filming this trial?
No, there's not even a fucking photo of it.
They're not allowed to have cameras or anything. I'm surprised
red
somebody doesn't.
flag number one.
I'm surprised
I
somebody
thought
doesn't
that.
come in. Somebody didn't come in with like a lapel
they're
type thing
patting
and a
people
camera
down.
or something. Yeah. You're right.
Well, it's almost like they wanted to keep it on the DL from the get go because it's like the Rittenhouse shit was everywhere, and you could barely find anything on the Maxwell trial.
Probably because there's some shit they don't want you to hear.
Because the Rittenhouse thing's probably more political, more politicized, more
And
political.
it's just him.
No,
It ain't involved in
Epstein.
fucking big names with powerful names.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
You would think that would be it. That's the conspiracy, at
It's a
least.
distraction.
It is a distraction.
Man.
But the lady who must draw those pictures, she must be fucking quick with it. Could you imagine how fast you have to draw some of those photos of her?
Matt, you could do that.
They're pretty detailed.
I don't know. And they're pastels and
They're she's got watercolors. She got an easel. She's over there like fucking Bob Ross.
How do you get
in
that
the
job?
courtroom?
Yeah, exactly, right? Like,
What a job that is.
They definitely can't pay you enough for that.
Can you find out what the
What's
find
the
out
salary
or
of
the
that?
person that signs, the person that like does the signing.
Yeah.
Like, do you
or
remember?
the typewriter.
I wonder what it's called.
Yeah,
Is it called like a courtroom illustrator? Is that what you would call it?
Must be.
Yeah,
But
it
I was
sounds
thinking
right.
the person that does like the ASL, like the American Sign Language, for like the White House
Press
Do you-
conferences
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah. Do you remember the one where the guy was doing it and actually couldn't sign at all?
Oh yeah, there's people that get caught
And they're
faking
doing
that
it, and
shit
then
all the time.
somebody was like, what's going on? They,
Courtroom sketch artist salary. 19
in
to
between
99. That's a hell of a range.
Medium
Yeah, but-
salary, $50,000. Make $50,000 doing those. I want to see a video of them doing it. Is there a video of it? Probably not, because if they're sketching it, there's no cameras allowed.
I'm sure there is.
How do
They-
you become
they-
a courtroom sketch artist?
Because they did that during like the OJ trial and shit too.
Yeah.
All them big trials.
Yeah.
They were filmed.
Why not just video it? It's so weird.
some
Seems
people
so
want
stupid.
Timeless.
Some people want. Some
timeless
people
art.
want to sketch. You
Yeah.
go to Disney World. Some people
We'll-
want a little.
we'll be
caricature.
putting all those courtroom sketch artists out of jobs.
Soon those sketches will be NFTs.
Excuse me. I'm going to be on the
Courtroom
stand in the morning. Can you
NFTs.
sketch me? Sure, $45. No problem.
Yeah. I would have paid for that.
Can you have me doing like running, with the mic? yeah, no problem. They do a whole thing. Can you get the judge in it? Sure.
Were there pictures of Charles Manson's trial?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Remember, there were cameras everywhere. The girls were walking in at the same time, wearing like the same dresses.
His was state though, right? Not
Yeah,
federal.
his
Okay.
was still California state.
Okay. Wow, man, that's so fucking weird. Ghislaine, she's being protected.
Ghislaine.
Oh, look, here's a time lapse of it. Well, I want to see it in real time.
What?
So I guess they can sit there for a while. So
Well, they have
they're
to.
in there
You're
for
not
hours. So I guess they
sketching
have
that out.
time.
Yeah.
What a job.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that job.
I want to get a courtroom sketch artist in here. Ghislaine's. I want to get the one from
We
her
should
trial.
hire a guy to do that while we do a podcast with Matt.
Oh
where they
my
could just
God,
sketch us.
That would be sick. For every episode, we have a sketch thumbnail.
You need to come up with something
We
else.
should- we
You're
could-
losing.
we
You're
could for
losing
sure
viewers
hire
right now.
somebody
This
that's
is dragging.
probably
People are dropping off.
People are dropping.
hard
This
right
is
now.
dragging right now.